and with an initial state of 10, and these buttons are not doing anything, right? So what we need to do here is these components, right? Notice that it has these functions that it wants to invoke, but we need to map them to a dispatcher that calls the reducer of what to do, right? So let's do that. Let's go back to the container. I'm going to create here another mapper. So const, this is the dispatcher to properties mapper. This takes in as argument a dispatcher that we can call to notify the container, the reducer, that something happened, right? Arrow. Something happened. So the mapper is that we're going to map the up to a function, and we're going to map the down to a function. Right? The up and down properties that the container is sending us, we're going to map them to this. Right? And what are we doing in those functions? We're going to invoke and notify the reducer that something happened. Right? And the way we tell it what happened is through the action object. Dispatcher, I'm going to pass you an object. Right? I'm going to say that object, going to say type is counter up. Okay, and the other one is going to be counter down. Yes, right? Now the reducer is going to be invoked with the event, with the state and the action object, which now has some value. So we can go back to the reducer and say, okay, now instead of just sending us the same static state, now we can build a finite state machine that's going to switch on the action.type. Right, so the action can be of what? The action can either be what? Counter, what was it? Counter up or counter down, I think. Is that what we called it? Oh, down. Just seeing if you were awake. Or the default is to just return the old state. Just return the current state. Okay? So what do we do if it's counter up? If it's counter up, we're going to return a new value. Right? We need to return a new value. We're going to say that now that the value is going to be what? It's going to be the old value, state that value, plus 1, right? Or, am I missing something here? Oh, I have an extra colon here. Case. Or if it's down, the new state will be whatever the old value was, minus 1. Make sense? Right? So that if we go back up and render this, it doesn't work. What? Oh, maybe do I refresh maybe? No. Am I getting errors? Console. Logo, blah, 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 React. Let's see. What do we miss here? Counter up, type, return, blah, 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 blah. Anybody see anything obviously wrong? State value is 10. The counter reducer, that's right. Let's look at the mapper. Oh, there's an error here. Oh, the container. Did we pass things to the container? We didn't. We didn't pass as an argument. So definitely that we would need to do. All right, now it's working. 12, 14, minus makes it. Everybody okay? Makes sense? Again, the only way for this to become second nature is for you to practice it, right? Again, think of your own trivial example, right? Maybe do a little tiny calculator like A plus B, right? And pass in data and do the plus, minus, multiplication, and then try to calculate the new state, right? Again, practice makes perfect, right? All right, thank you.